Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome to my hobby blog. So I just did my haul post, and I know that's uploading right now, but in the meantime, I'm going to do the unboxing for the Vinegar Syndrome April package. So these are just three titles. One of them I am absolutely excited for. It's a very early movie in my cinema journey, I guess. It was on Amazon Prime back in the day. One I have no interest in revisiting at all, and so I'm gonna do that one first in terms of the actual reviewing each movie and its release. And then the last one I know nothing about. So let's go from the one I don't care for to the unknown to my favorite one. So I've already opened all of these and flipped over the artworks, but the first one that Vinegar Syndrome released for this month is a Charles Bronson film directed by Michael Renner. I don't like this director at all. He is very exploitative towards his actors and actresses. There's a famous story of him on the third movie of Death Wish, where he made the actress Marina Sirtis lay on a filthy mattress in the winter, at least a very cold shooting night, for a long time, completely shirtless, and nobody was allowed to give her any blankets or even a coat or anything because he said it would mess up the lighting. So automatically, I'm not excited for this movie. I just revisited this actually this week. It is Saturday, the 23rd of April that I'm filming this, but I wanted to revisit the second movie, which is what this releases, is Death Wish 2. And I revisited it because what's special about this release is that it comes with the uncut edition, which I don't think has been readily available until this release. But I have the triple pack here of Death Wish 2 through 4. I would have loved to have had the third one from Vinegar Syndrome. The third one is still sleazy and disgusting, but the second one is not fun at all. There's like two great kills, but I think the issue I have with this entire series is just how kind of racist it is, because they don't give anybody characters except Charles Bronson, and he's the good old boy who is constantly getting heckled by minorities, and at some point, gang members show up and they rape and kill whoever he's with. In this movie, I believe it's his daughter and his maid. And after that moment when whoever he loves in the movie, whichever character is there just to be the, I guess, motivation for him to just gun down anybody, he just starts killing everybody that remotely heckles him. It's one thing for him to target the people who did the crimes of rape and murder, but he purposely instigates fights with people. And sometimes he'll just be walking in a parking lot, and suddenly, like, 40 people come out and start raping someone. And he just kills them all, which, good. Rapists should die, but this series gets really under my skin. It's very sleazy and not in a good way. But just to actually review so far the unboxing portion of this, I kind of love the slipcover. It's very grimy. It definitely captures the tone of the movie really well. But again, I wish they'd done the third one, because that one at least is somewhat pretty fun. But this is what the theatrical poster looks like. I actually didn't know. And I kind of love how they gave him breasts. I don't know if they were doing that on purpose, but, you know, fuck him. Why not? One thing that's fun about this movie is Ernie Hudson is in this, who is also in Penitentiary 2, which is a Jamal... I forgot his name, but it's Jamal Fakanaka, I think, or Fanaka. I love the Penitentiary movies, but Ernie Hudson's also in the Ghostbusters and all the other famous movies that he's in. But Is he in this too? Lawrence Fishburne is in it. I guess Ernie Hudson is not in this, but he was in a movie I just saw recently. So I apologize for that. Lawrence Fishburne is in this movie. He was from The Matrix and also every crime movie from the 2000s where he plays a detective or at least a lieutenant because he just plays that role so well. But in this movie, he doesn't have a character. None of the gangsters have characters in these movies because Charles Bronson is a monster and just instigates killings on everybody. But Lawrence Fishburne is part of the gang that rapes and kills his daughter, Charles Bronson's daughter. And what's weird about this movie is this is something I did not notice my first watch because I watched it a couple of years ago. I did a Death Watch. I did a Death Wish marathon, and Jimmy Page did the score for Death Wish 2. Who he's the guitarist of Led Zeppelin, if you don't know, and the music at least slaps. I really enjoy the music in this movie. It's mostly just guitars from Led Zeppelin songs, but I'm not excited for this one at all. I don't like this movie. I just revisited it. I'm doing this because I'm just curious how the uncut edition is, and there's a lot of interviews on this release, which I'm excited to go into, but just so I can make sure that they're purposely trying to do an anti-hero and that they weren't trying to glorify what he's doing in this movie. But that is Death Wish 2 starring Charles Bronson. This next one is one that I can't really show the cover for because I realized in my unboxing video that it's full frontal on here. But this is Fleshy, Revenge of the Living Dead, directed by Bill Hinsman, who, if you don't know, was the lead zombie in Night of the Living Dead. Here's the theatrical cover. You can kind of recognize him on the back here, right there. It's a little blurry, but he's right there. He's the main one that Barbara's brother is like, they're coming to get you, Barbara. Oh, there's one now. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then the zombie attacks her. That's him. He was the cinematographer for The Crazies, which is another George Romero film. But he stars and directs this movie. And that's all I know about this movie. So let's read the synopsis. So I was just reading the, sorry. While assisting on a dig, a construction worker accidentally destroys the final resting place of a demonic zombie, rousting him from his unholy slumber and reigniting his taste for human flesh. Meanwhile, a group of teenagers have decided to spend the night camping in the woods for a Halloween hayride, only to have their partying interrupted with the arrival of an ever-growing army of bloodthirsty undead. Will anyone survive the night in one piece? I'm going to assume no, because this is a zombie movie, and everyone loves the zombie from Night of the Living Dead. So I'm going to imagine that this is going to be like a ego project, a passion project is a nicer way to say it, but I know nothing about this movie. It says it's a homage to Night of the Living Dead, but we'll see what happens. I have a feeling that he's kind of cashing in on the fame of being the famous zombie, because in the reissue or the remaster of the Night of the Living Dead for the 25th or 30th anniversary, because it came out in 1968, I think for 1998 they released a VHS, maybe a DVD, probably not DVD, but a VHS remaster where they put in new scenes, which was done by the producer, who's a huge hack. George Romero is definitely the brains of the partnership between those two, because the producer did a lot of the early George Romero films like Martin, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead. Basically any movie that has had so many issues getting Blu-rays in North America, he was the producer, because I don't know if this was on purpose, but he just always had the sole rights to it. And so that's why you see really amazing releases from other countries, like that Dawn of the Dead one right there. It's really hard to point my finger in this fashion, but you get an awesome edition from Second Sight of Dawn of the Dead, and they're currently working on a Martin release, which the last I heard, this producer was giving them a lot of troubles with the director's cut of Martin. So hopefully they figure that out and they can do it, because I really want to see I think it's 3.5 hours and in black and white of Martin. I love Martin already, but I would love to see the differences between the theatrical and that. So let's move on to the final movie, the one I am most excited for, because I've seen it a long time ago, but on a very shitty VHS rip. This is a really bizarre sci-fi action film, and there's a little bit of a full frontal here too. So this is Alien Private Eye. This movie is so weird. I don't know what they were trying to do with this. Our main guy looks exactly like, I have to cover it up again, looks exactly like Michael Jackson, and he is absolutely wonderful. He's an alien, and he's trying to integrate themselves into the human population. Like, it's weird. And he dances a lot, but it's been a very long time, so I'm just going to read the essay that is the synopsis. I kind of don't want to, though, but I will. This is, aliens have long integrated themselves among the human population to the point that they are physically indistinguishable. That's a hard word. Except for the uniquely pointed ears, kind of like, oh my god, Vulcans. Okay, there we go. A physical trait that they go to great lengths to hide or have surgically altered in order to fully blend into human society. Lemro, which is a Michael Jackson dressed man, an alien, has found his calling on Earth working as a private investigator. One day, a beautiful and mysterious woman visits his office and shares the story of a mysterious disc-shaped artifact which has the potential to destroy the human race. Begging for Lemro's help in preventing such devastation. Initially uncertain if he should take the case, Lemro quickly finds himself embroiled in an intergalactic drug-smuggling ring hell-bent on turning every human into a mindless junkie. Putting his investigative and martial arts skills to the ultimate test, Lemro begins a deadly fight to smash the drug-smuggling operation while racing against time to unlock the secret of the mysterious disc before it is too late. This movie's so schlocky and cheesy and hilarious. I am so excited for this. It has been about 5 or 6 years since I've seen this. This was on Amazon Prime for like a quick blip. And I remember I was like, this looks weird. And I watched it, and the only part that I remember is that they didn't know how to do sound editing at all. They put the boom mic like near every loud electronic ever throughout the entire movie. And there's a really hilarious line where our main, I guess, hot woman that he meets, she's like, oh my gosh, this artifact can get you 5 million criblets. And it's like, criblets? What the fuck is that? And it's supposed to be like your sci-fi currency, because every sci-fi movie ever has their own made-up currency. Because it's not believable saying, oh, it's worth $50 million. No, it has to be this crazy space currency. So it's criblets, which is the worst name ever. Just say it's space bucks. I don't know. Space coin. Something. But another really funny part of this movie is that his dancing is pretty awful. And on top of that, we have a lot of awful drug scenes where they're like, oh, this is the most nice drugs in the world, and you see someone taking the drug and they're shrieking and pain and yowling, and just it doesn't look like the best drug in the world. I don't know why they're saying it is in this movie, but it's really funny. I'm very excited to rewatch Alien Private Eye. I guess I'll show the spine because I can't show either the front or the back without censoring it. So that is the April package. So I will be starting this Monday, I think, on the, I guess, 25th. Yes, 25th. Doing the package reviews. So I will most likely do Death Wish 2 first, just to get it out of the way, because I don't like the movie. But I'll try to dive into the special features at least, so that I can be a little less dismissive. So thank you all again for watching, and let me know what you're excited to watch in this package.